How long do you chase a client for? I have just won a client that took me 2 years. Now, just to be clear, the deals I make are not $1 million deals or £100,000. They're really not. They're much smaller deals. I'm a small business owner. This person made an inquiry 2 years ago. We had a meeting. Everything went well. I asked the right questions. I followed up 2 weeks later. And the lady said, sorry, I haven't got the budget. I said, hey, that's okay. These things happen. And that was it. But here's the thing. Most people quit at that stage. When a person says they have no budget, they often quit. Or they say, well, when do you think you might have a budget? And the person might go 3 months, they follow up in 3 months, the person goes, still no budget, call back in 3 months, and this goes on forever. It's a tremendous waste of time. And also you have to understand, sometimes people find it difficult to say no. Sometimes people just don't have the heart to say, I don't want to do business with you. In which case it's okay to ask, if you don't want to do business, it's all right. Just let me know and I won't follow up with you again. And I like to ask that question to make sure, is the person genuinely interested? Here's the thing I did that made the difference. I said, would it be okay if I kept in touch with regular content? I promised not to spam you once a week, once a fortnight, put into my newsletter, so at least you're getting regular value. And if I hear nothing from you in 6 months, I'll follow up. How do you feel about that? Not what do you think or how does that sound? How do you feel about that? It's a very deliberate word, feel. It's a much more emotional word, and I tend to get better responses by saying it. And I followed up in 6 months. She wasn't ready, no problem at all. So this is what happened next. She saw me on LinkedIn speaking at events about LinkedIn. She saw me speaking at events about sales, about mindset. She saw the charity work I was doing. She kept following and following and following. Then last Christmas, got in touch, this is 2023, to say, my business has grown, I have more budget in place, and we talked about it. The proposal was sent. Now, after I sent the proposal, what I did this time was I asked 3 clients of mine to message her with testimonials saying, here was my experience of working with Niraj. He took me from here to here. I didn't know how to use LinkedIn. Now I can use LinkedIn so much better. I get engagement. I get incoming inquiries. I was struggling with my mindset and imposter syndrome. Now I have confidence. The third person says, I wasn't making as many sales as I wanted to. Now I know how to write cold emails and generate sales. So I got amazing testimonials sent to this client. We then had a follow-up call at the beginning of February. She agreed to start the coaching middle of March. And last week she paid me 2 years and about 3 weeks. That's a long time. So the reason I'm saying this to you is, or I guess you could say the lessons from this are, playing the long game is very important. Not everybody is ready to buy at the beginning. Quite often it takes people longer decisions. Quite often it's a budgetary issue. Quite often it's just about trust. Sometimes somebody doesn't know you well enough and they feel the need to follow you for a long time just to make sure that you're the real deal. Because sometimes people have had very bad experiences with other people. So when it comes to making their next decision, they're a bit slower in making that decision and a bit more cautious, and that is absolutely fine. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new videos every single week on YouTube.